Alright, so here we have a setup that I typically use when I am doing lashes. To start with, we have this mat underneath here, which is a disposable mat. They are actually tattoo bibs or dental bibs. You can get these, order them online from Amazon or anything like that. I lay a fresh one down for each guest and then I throw it away. This way, if the guest has dandruff or hair product in, one, it's not ruining your bed or towels underneath, but two, for simple sanitary sake. And guests really appreciate cleanliness, especially when you're doing something with their face or their eyes. So these are really, really great. Tattoo bibs or dental bibs on Amazon. Now the other thing you'll want is a hygrometer. This is really, really great. It's going to tell you your indoor humidity, your temperature, and it also tells you outdoor what it should be, high and lows for the day. But this is really important for your glue. Your glue, depending on the manufacturer, will need to be between a certain humidity and a certain temperature, and it's super important that you know what that is. If it's not humid enough, you should probably invest in a humidifier. If it's way too humid, there are glues meant for different types of humidity and temperatures, but if it's too humid, you could also get a dehumidifier, which will suck the moisture out of the room. So we have, next we're going to talk about tweezers. I use these straight tweezers for isolating lashes, and I use these curved ones for placement when it comes to classic lashing. Again, these are my recommendations, but if something works better for you, then definitely use what works best for you. Some people I know use these tweezers for isolating, and you would actually point it down, isolate the natural lash, and then use whatever you're going to use to place. Personally, I like the straight edge tweezer to isolate the lash. Then I use these to grab an extension and place. And we'll go through that in much further detail in a bit. I also brought out two different setups that I have for lashes. They are equally amazing. Again, it all depends on your preference. For this online lash training purpose, we will be using a lash tile. However, a lot of the times I use a dome. And again, it really depends on what your preference is. Now, the benefits of a tile, you're going to set it right next to you. You're going to need either a jade stone or a disposable. I know a lot of companies sell a disposable piece of something that you can put, like a piece of material that you can place glue droplets on. I love these glue wells from Lashbox LA. They're incredible. I find them better than a jade stone because it has a little divot to hold the glue drop. And you just set it here on top of your tile, and there you go. To clean these, you just place it in a jar of acetone overnight, pull it out the next morning and rinse it off, and voila, it's ready for your next day. So with these, so that's what you would use if you're using a lash tile or a jade stone. Now jade stones, you're going to need multiple of them, and you'll need to clean them each time, which is also fine. So here I have D-Curl 0.15 Classic Lash, so you're going to want to label all of your lash holders, however your palette is. And then I have sizes 8 to 14 here, so I just label them. I actually like to label them on the left because as I'm working, my hand on the right can rub it off, so I like to label it on the left. To clean your lash tiles, again, you can use acetone or rubbing alcohol on a cotton round and just wipe them off. It'll take off any stickies, and you should definitely be cleaning these quite often. So when a strip runs out, you simply take one of these, scrape it up, comes off, and then replace with a new strip of lashes. So that is one way to use your lashes. The other way is to use a dome. This is a lash dome. I got this from eyelashexcellence.com. It's a wonderful, wonderful company. Frankie Widows is the owner and founder, and she does wonderful training as well. These lash domes are awesome, especially when you get into volume lashing, because they fan the lashes out for you. So the way this works, instead of a lash palette, for a lash dome, you would want to use a glue ring. And you can get these again on Amazon, super inexpensive. I place mine on my thumb. I put 3 to 4 drops of glue in it, and then I get to lashing. And you're gonna pick your lash, dip it in glue, isolate, and place. Or you can isolate, pull your lash, dip, and place. Because this is more of an advanced, you're gonna need to be a little bit faster with this. I would say this is more for advanced lashers, which is why we're going to be using the tile for training purposes. But I want you to be aware these are an excellent, excellent tool to use for lashing. And I will do a few lashes with this in the online training so you can see how that works. The benefits of this are I typically do not need to refill the glue. I just do 4 drops and then we're good. On the tile, I do 1 drop every 15 minutes and then do a new drop each 15 minutes for the tile. It really doesn't cost me any more time, but those are the differences in using them. Last thing you always want to have on hand is micropore tape. This is excellent for taping lashes back, taping eyelids out to get inner corners. It's super, super gentle on skin and typically doesn't rip any lashes out. So this is excellent. Again, Amazon 3M micropore tape. I got a big box for really inexpensive, so great to have. Okay, so again, we went over different types of lash palettes to use in different circumstances. You'll want to get one of these. This is great, again, from Amazon. You can get pretty much anything. They're inexpensive and they're really important to have for glue. And then a tattoo bib to keep everything sanitary. Now remember, these are one-time use only and then toss. These are reusable. Tweezers, you need to be sanitizing after every single appointment. All right, everybody, I hope that helped get you started. And in the next chapter, we're going to talk about different lash sizes, weights, and types, and how to apply that to your client's natural lash. Thanks, and we will be talking to you in the next chapter. Bye.